Hello everyone, and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Esper Legends! So, we got a new set coming in, and I thought about what if we don't use any of the new cards? That sounds like fun, right? That's what everybody's doing in Arena, apparently, when they're playing Mono Red. So, we went ahead and made small alterations to our old Esper Legends deck. Namely, we got a new Restless Fortress in the deck. Now, we have some mana lands to attack with, and normally Esper Legends just have a little bit of issue closing against more of the control-heavy decks. And back in the days, we really couldn't run anything on the manland side, like Mishra's Foundry or anything like that to really get over the hump because, well, those are not the colors we want, and we're a three-color deck. But this time, with the Restless Fortress, we are having Orzhov color in the mana base, but also is a manland that is a 1/4, which is pretty hard to get removed. And whenever we attack, we actually deal 3 damage with the 1 attack and drains 2 life. So this might be relevant. I'm still not sure yet, but this looks fun. And I made small alterations to the Goldforged Thorax because, well, we got another Dennick from one of the gold packs. So now I have 3 Dennicks and 1 Goldforge. I would like to run 4 Dennick, but I don't have 4. So the Goldforge is also pretty good because it does give our legendary permanents war. So let's look at the whole deck list. We have 4 Skrelv. Of course, we want to be one of those degenerate players to turn 1 Skrelv, turn 2 Thalia on the play. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but this is what you want to do. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, win game. And it's every game that with Esper Legends that I've faced. But we also have 4 Thalia and a 2-drop, and then 2 Fairy Mastermind. Fairy Mastermind is pretty good at getting us our card draw if our opponent's also drawing cards on their turn. And there's several cards in the current metagame that opponents use to draw cards on their turn that Fairy Mastermind can help us out with. We have 3 Rona, Herald of Invasion. Pretty good for card draw as well because she helps us cycle cards we don't want in our hand into cards that we do want in our hand. And she also untaps whenever we play a legendary creature, right? A legendary spell, which in our case is really only creature that are spells. We can also kind of combo her with Sheoldred to draw cards and gain life against Mono Red, which is something that I think a lot of people overlook when they're playing Esper Legend against Mono Red. So they throw Rona out and just have her die. We also have 3 Go for the Throat. That's our only spell in the deck. 3 Go for the Throat to kill creatures, namely Sheoldred. But Go for the Throat is also going to get taxed by our own Thalia, so got to be a little bit careful about that. We have 3 Dennick, like I said, and 1 Goldforged Thorax. I would like to have 4 Dennick, because Dennick's really, really good against a lot of the metagame, but it's fine. I don't want to craft more Innistrad. Before, it was because it was going to rotate out, but now it's just I'm stubborn this way. And then we have in the 3-drop, we have 3 Adeline and 4 Raffine. I couldn't fit in 4 Adeline, so we only have 3 off. I can't really cut any card here. If you want, maybe cut a Go for the Throw for an Adeline, but I don't recommend that. If you are facing a lot of Sheoldreds, you're gonna get really kind of held down with your Raffine, and you're gonna tax your own Go for the Throw with Thalia anyway. So that's why 3 Adeline. 4 Raffine, of course, for our card draw extra conniving goodness. We have 4 Sheoldred for the top end, and then 2 Ertai for the hidden counterspell in Esper Legend. You always want to have Ertai in Esper Legend because, well, you're going to tax yourself out with Thalia unless you have Ertai, and that's a pretty good counterspell as a closer, right? You give your opponent a card, so that's not that great, but you can remove a threat they have on board or a spell they use to wipe your whole board, and that is how you can kill your opponent. 3 Go for the Throw. And then in the land base, we're going to have 27 lands, but none of the lands, some of the lands are spells. So we got 3 Eiganjos, most of those are spells, 3 Otawara, most of those are spells, 2 Takenuma, most of those are spells. We got 1 playing in case we get basic checked, but normally people don't basic check anymore. We have 2 Seachrome Coast, 4 Cave of Koilos, 2 Restless Fortress, 2 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Darkslick Shore, and then 4 Plaza of Heroes. Now you may notice that we only have 2 blue-white land, and that's because we have a lot of blue and white dual land, or not dual land, channel lands. And then we have a lot of white-black land, a lot. 8 total, and that's because we want to be able to hit our white mana in the early game that we want to. So almost all the white mana that we want to hit is going to help us cast our deck. That's kind of the idea of the deck. Now let's go try it out. Whether or not the Esper Legend is going to be a good enough deck in today's metagame, we guess we'll find out. Esper Legends has always been a good deck, so it is slightly better than a lot of the aggro decks, but I do think it's still very draw dependent, which is how aggro decks play. But at the very least, when you mulligan, playing aggro decks, you don't have to think about your opponent. You just think about yourself. So, turn 1 Scarf, we're going to keep. Not great because we don't have a turn 2, but... I mean, it's not like I can mulligan a turn 1 Scarf. But against Rock P... Turn 1 tap land. Turn 2 Scarf. Oh, that's fun. It's exactly what I wanted to happen. Alright, well, we're going to add out Plaza, and we'll pass turn. Not great, but at least we can channel the Eiganjo if we want to. Not that we're gonna. Alright, so they got 2 mana up. They're probably holding up a counterspell, but... can we afford not to play Raffine here? Because that's the question, right? And if they're gonna counter, they're gonna counter. It is what it is. Against this deck, or with this deck, we can't really hold back. We didn't draw a turn 2 Thalia, so I'm a very bad Magic player at that, and that's why I'm going to lose this game, if I lose. They're not mana screwed, they're just thinking about what they're playing, right? Because if they're mana screwed, they would not be holding everything in. Now we draw Thalia. A little late for Lenny here. But at least Thalia gets underneath all of the counterspells that they might have. Alright, now we're not attacking, because we got to protect Thalia. Virtue? Okay. It's a good thing I didn't attack too. Probably a make disappear somewhere, right? If I attack, would he block? Well, always attack first. No blocks. So, they're going to make my Sheoldred disappear. Can't do anything about that. They're just full of counterspells. And the problem with them being full of counterspells is I miss my turn 2 play, so every single one of their turn 2 draw, or every single one of their counterspells are going to matter. That's unfortunate. It's a Bant? I don't know, Esper Bant? 3 different colors. Okay. 2 mana Late Arms. Fine. Well, do we attack first with 3 lands? Can't really do much with 3 lands, right? He has a play. I'm guessing it's another one of the Virtue, so let's play Skrull first. No reactions, so Sheoldred. But if you have a board wipe here, I guess I'll just explode. That's fair. No board wipes. Interesting. So, if he has no board wipes, do I just attack with Sheoldred? If he plays Wandering Emperor, which costs 5, he'll have to target Sheoldred, and I can give Sheoldred Hexproof that way. He does play Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
Wow. I didn't expect that. He's at 4, and he has to kill Sheoldred this turn. Which, I mean, he might have a removal, right? We'll pay the white. Hexproof from white. Then he'll have another removal. Wandering Emperor again. Kill his own Emperor to kill my Sheoldred.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa.
Okay.
And I will protect my people. I am almost
Fine.
sad to see you go.
Fine. I guess we can do that. Bring him back down. Gotta kill the Emperor. We take out Skrull. Or we take down Skrull, that is. But we still have Plaza, so it should work a little bit longer. And it's unfortunate they have all the answers. But, you know, neither of us has really good cards anyways. Do they have another Wandering Emperor is the question. We got 2. Alright, so let's put out a Rona. I mean, that's fine. Mirrex can't block. It is basically there for a make this appear or a bargain. And GG. Alright, we still got out of that because they did not have a board wipe. If they had a board wipe there, we would have been royally boned. It's like we're a royal row, but instead of that row, we're boned. Ha! Okay, well, we got a win under our belt against a control deck. That countered like 3 of our spells, but, you know, they were slinging their counterspell left and right, which that is what they should do, but that's also what we should do facing a counterspell. If you play conservatively with an aggro deck, you're just going to get blown out when they draw more cards with card advantage. So you had to force everyone in their turn to be on the reactive so that they can't actively get card advantage. At least that's what I think. Alright, Sata. This is a horrible hand because we got 2 Eiganjo. I mean, so we only have 2 lands really, and we can play Thalia, but then what? Right, we need to draw a 3rd land to do something. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. We have 27 lands though, so I think it's fair. Alright, fine. We'll learn our lesson today about the lands. Oh, that is not fun. Darkslick Shores. Well, we learned our lesson about playing that land first. Anyways, let's play the Eiganjo. We'll play our Thalia. We'll probably get countered or something. But again, right, we gotta temple them into the spells. Virtue. Well, it makes sense to play it in response, because otherwise he won't be able to play it. But it does mean that our Thalia is out. Maybe they have a removal. Go for the throw. 3 mana, kill Thalia. Cool. Oh, let's do our thing. There are also Esper Legends, maybe? Ah, there's a Sheoldred. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No blocks. Do we play our Adeline anyways? I mean, our lands are not doing much, right? We'll play our Adeline. This will be a 3-4. And then we'll die to whatever they have on board. So yeah, see? The Shuffler is making us lose with the 3 Raffine, so I don't think anything we play matters here. I mean, I might have been right not to attack with Thalia, because I was baiting them to block with the Eiganjo. But if they didn't block and I didn't attack, nothing would happen, and then I would just be a whole turn behind without playing the Adeline. They are attacking with Sheoldred, though. I don't think that's correct. Because if they want to race, right, 1 blue mana and I'm going to outrace them. Well, I don't draw it, so there is that. This is lifelink, though, so if I attack here... If I attack here, it won't matter. Because the Dennick will block and gain 2 life. And then the 3-4 will just not do anything, huh? Well, it's Vigilance. Let's try it anyways. There's nothing he can play. What if he double blocks? I can kill his Dennick, but yeah, it's not enough life. Mastermind, yeesh. Alright, their board is getting scary and our land is not blue. 3 Raffines and no blue lands. That's what happened when you don't mulligan. Okay, we learned a lesson, right? I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter. Lessons don't matter when your opponent has better draws than you. for the bluff. First strike. Look at that, I channel my Eiganjo to kill your Sheoldred. Go for the throw. Hexproof on black. Take that! We killed a Sheoldred, because our opponent is not very good. Alright, well, we're also not very good at drawing cards that we need, so... guess the Fortress it is. It's a 1/4 though. 1/4s don't get through this, and if he blocks, it would just die. If he double blocks, it would just die, right? I need that life gain though. Oh, this is not even a good life gain. So, do I attack with this, let him block, and then I will be at 3-4 again, and I'll be even further behind. Will I be even further behind? No, I can't make this unblockable. I can make the 1/1 unblockable, but it takes all my shield down. I guess I'll do that, so... it doesn't matter which one triggers first. No, that's not what I want. Phyrexian. Make it pro-white, so that it doesn't die. To the blockers. Double block the 1/1, huh? I don't. If it was first strike, would have been funnier because he takes away his lifelink. But, you know, it is what it is. We gain it. Do we even gain life that way? I think we lost life that way. We deal more damage. Fairy Mastermind. Hey, we got no card draw, so you got it. Did they have another play? Wedding announcement. Oh boy, this is going to be bad for us. Plaza of Heroes does give us card draw, but the Fairy Mastermind gets him card draw. It's fine. My card draw is better than his card draw. Do we attack with Thalia there? It taxes out his cards, but I don't know how many cards I'm taxing out. Get your Raffine. Get you another Fortress. I already played a land this turn, so... he gets to draw a card. Pretty good for him. You know, I don't know if I can kill him with Adeline. If he's just letting it go like that. There's a Virtue. Let's see if he just lets it go. Okay, if he just lets it go, we might be able to get through it enough. Does not attack me. So, what can we do with Raffine? We can deal 1 damage. That's not very good. Adeline is only 5 damage. So, that's also not very good. They're at 9, so... if they're just letting the Adeline go through here... I mean, I can't bounce all of their creature, right? So, we'll start with this. We channel the Mastermind so that they don't draw the same number of cards I do. And then we'll attack with... all of these. Do I have enough to block? I don't think so. So I have 1 blocker, which means that if I block this, I'll have 3, 1, 2, 5. I need to have another blocker, which I will. So, yeah, let's attack this one. Adeline or Raffine? This time I want Raffine. I don't need a Thalia. I don't need another Sprout. I don't need another Raffine, because can't actually get through this way. I can kill this Dennick, right? I think it's fair to kill his Dennick. So then I have enough blockers on board. He doesn't gain life. He's at 5. I'm at 5. He has 5 damage on board and I have 2 blockers. What can he do? Oh, this is gonna be close. Okay, Skitters. Skitter's not that good. Okay, I think we got it. I think. Again, I don't know. He gets a pretty wide board, but Raffine just flies over him. He did not play his Mastermind. Then now he plays his Mastermind. So that means he's got 1 mana left. And if we make this pro blue, he can't block. And that would be the end of him. Pretty wide board you got there. Would be a shame if I'm pro blue. We'll go to done, right? I just use white mana. Make this pro blue. Can he do anything? I'm confused. Alright, GG. We got it. Esper Legend beats the other guy with no blue mana for like 17 turns and 3 Raffines. Oh man, I really wanted to quit that game. But we got him. We ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So yeah, Esper Legends is a good deck. It is a little bit more tricky to play the mono red and just kind of like put cards on the table and beat opponent's face, you know? Same thing as, what is that? The White Soldiers and then the Enchantment deck. All of those are kind of the zero IQ kind of deck. You can have a bot play it and it'll do the same thing. You go first. We got Darkslick Shores into the Thalia. I guess we'll keep. But we're fairies. But, yeah. There are aggro decks that require a little bit more thinking. This one's not that much, though. With the way that our hand kind of shaped out, it's beautiful. Her Migration. If they're going to Her Migration on this turn here, they're going to be very sad about our Raffine play. I can't play the Adeline. I wanted to play the Adeline, but no lands. We'll pitch the other Raffine. It's not great, but I gotta pitch something. Okay. Guess we'll double attack and see what happens. Maybe I'll get a non-man land here. I don't need that many Thalia, so goodbye Thalia. Goodbye. Second Thalia? Goodbye. Adeline. No, Adeline is really good. But Thalia is also really good. I want to play 2 creatures this turn, right? I want to play Dennick, which I can, and I want to play Rona, which I can, which means that I pitched a Fortress. We'll play the Dennick. I'll play the Rona. I know, it's crazy. I can't play Adeline even next turn. So maybe it would have been right to pitch Adeline. But hey, you know, this kind of board is already scary enough that our opponent doesn't want to play it out. Fair enough. We got a lot of our quests done from doing that. And now we will try again. Okay, here's how Arena works. Since we got 3 wins in a row, even through one of the bad draw games, not last game, but the game before that, this means that the shuffler is incentivized to give us bad draws and bad games. Opponent goes first this time. We don't have turn 1 drops, like I said. But we have Thalia, so I'm gonna try to keep mono red. Alright, our Thalia is not gonna do much. If it just gets burned. Oh, the chick. Another chick. We can tax out their cards, but each legendary permanent I control, huh? Well, I can play out the Mastermind and then get a block on none of those things matter. So I could also hold up, go for the throw, but that also doesn't matter as much. Huh. So he wants to kill my Thorax? I mean, I'll take that trade. Monstrous Rage. I didn't think about that. Alright, we're screwed. That's a 2-2. So what are we going to do against a 2-2? We can't play 2 cards, so we'll play 1. Maybe they'll get another Monstrous Rage. Godric. Just a 1-3. Or just a 3-3, I mean. Doesn't get buffed. We're at 10. So, being at 10, I think what we need to do is kill Godric. And play our Thalia. Tax their spells. So they can't kill Raffine because he's pretty tall. Can they still play Monstrous Rage? How much is Monstrous Rage? It's a 1 mana. So, if they Monstrous Rage the... They can kill Thalia this way, but yeah, it's fine. What are they planning to do? I need to block, right? I can't just keep taking the damage. And it's a lot of damage. Play with fire. Okay, that's their whole turn. We take 2 damage. That's a lot, but I can live with that. I can I can Fairy Mastermind for 2 and fake a block. We got the 1/4 blocker here. We'll block the Phoenix Chick. That's 2 damage, right? See what he does. If he doesn't do anything, we can live a little longer. That means that our Fairy Mastermind can attack and get us our conniving triggers. Oh, that's pretty good. Another Thalia is what we need to tax him out a little bit more. And if we're going to play Thalia, I think it's better to also play Skrelv. Now our Otawara costs 1. We're at 7, mono red. They can burn us out very quickly. And we gotta be a little bit careful with how they want to do that. If they draw another card, Fairy Mastermind does give us a card, but we got 2 mana and only 1 Otawara left in our hand, right? It's just a channel. Huh. That's interesting. It's letting his Phoenix Chick die unless he wants a Monstrous Rage that too. That means I want to block here. No, okay, he got me. I thought he was going to Monstrous Rage. But that gave us a whole turn to do stuff. And we can gain life with this. Right, I can hold up this mana, gain life with this. It's a 1/4. Ooh, the Dennick. That's our life gain. Ugh. Oh, that's also a life gain though, so we'll do that slowly. Doesn't want to block here? Fine with us. I cannot pitch the Otawara. It's too good of a card. But I needed to play the land so that I can hold up a mana. 2 mana for a Kumano. Alright, you got it. This again, huh? No? Not gonna attack? You coward. Those can't block, so I hope you know what you're doing. Those can't block. You can drain more life. Go for the Throw is a pretty good card. It's gonna take a while to get there, but it's a pretty good card. We're dealing ever more damage every turn. And he's not blocking it, so... Bloodthirsty Adversary. What is he gonna cast? Okay. Thalia attack's still alive, but he can pay for it. Well, depending on what he targets, I got a Skrull Protector or a Otawara, so I can get behind either of those. Monstrous Rage. Monstrous. Look how monstrous his rage is. All attack, huh? Well, he's not gonna like what happens next. We'll block here. I don't want to take the 4, but I guess I'll have to take. Oh, I'll have to take this 4. This will block here for sure, and we'll take that 4, right? Or we can double block. Thalia doesn't kill that if we double block, so we'll take the 4. We'll bounce this. So we're gonna be at some low life. I am some low life. 2 blocks. Get the chit back to your hand. Ow. Just go to my turn. Ooh, a Sheoldred. That kind of locks out the game, right? So, let's just do that. I think it's good enough. Do we attack with Skrull? No, we'll protect Sheoldred this way. We gain 4 life. Well, we can gain 6 life that way, and you can't really deal any damage to our board. We will pump the Raffine. Okay, you didn't want to play it out. Because Sheoldred does 2 damages at 6. We just need to connive 2 cards. And now kill him. Take that, Mono Red! We beat you even though you were burning us. Alright, Esper Legends beats everybody. That's going to be the title of the video. It's been an amazing day. We had 2 very bad draw games, and we had 2 pretty... I don't know what I think that was me getting kicked out of the Limited because I was recording. Anyways, we had 2 very bad draw games, and 2 pretty good draw games, and overall, Esper Legends prevailed. Which is nice, right? It's nice to be able to beat Mono Red. They deserve it. They deserve all the beatdown they're getting handed to. That's all I got. I think the whole deck runs pretty smoothly. There's nothing, any card here I would cut. I don't think there's any card here that I think isn't good enough. I mean, the Rona really did not contribute much in today's games, but that doesn't mean Rona's bad. It just means that she didn't get the chance to contribute with the combination with Sheoldred. I've seen Rona and Sheoldred really just pop off and draw a bunch of cards, gain a bunch of life, and the opponent just really is sad. But against Mono Red, we didn't even land Sheoldred when we were trying to stay alive, and that's where the Restless Fortress came in. The new card, the Fortress, it gained us the life we needed to stay alive, and that's amazing. Who would have known? Just a man land is what helped Esper Legends come back. Alright, well, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.